Hey everyone, I'm Scooter, and welcome to Scooter's Brass. Hey everyone, Scooter from Scooter's Brass. This is behind the scenes the night before the match. Now, you normally see people posting their matches and everything, but you never see what they're doing behind the scenes like the night before. This is me preparing for tomorrow's match. I have a 3-gun match at Rio Salado tomorrow morning. I'm starting shooting at 7 a.m. on stage 1 with a whole bunch of really good shooters. So, for those of you that are not familiar, 3-gun is a competition. It used to be a Marine competition way back when, and it probably still is. The whole idea is that you become proficient with your 3 firearms, your handgun, your shotgun, and your rifle. So, tomorrow's 3-gun match, well, I'll be using all 3. It's actually a multi-gun match, so you can either shoot 2-gun, which is rifle pistol, or you can shoot 3-gun, which is shotgun, pistol, rifle. This is Joey Brass, by the way, just so you know. He likes to be in the videos.
And hold on, this is Sasha.
And there's Sasha Brass.
Hi, Sasha.
Who's also
just
a love. Yeah, they like hanging out. So, first firearm that I'm using tomorrow is my Canik 9mm Canik TP9 SFX. It's got a Vortex Venom red dot on the top because I'm pretty much mostly blind. You can't see, but I have trifocals. So when I'm shooting, I can't focus on the front sight because it's just out of range.
Side note, I buy him nice gifts.
Side note, the ice cream truck is coming by and Sasha hates the ice cream truck. Just so you know. So this Canik is been modified. It has a reduced trigger pull spring on the inside that I installed. It also has a custom Taylor Freelance mag weld to help me keep my magazines during competition in there in a good pace. And of course it has my flag, remove before pew pew, because that's very important.
That's the best part.
This has been a very, very good gun for competition. I've been very pleased with it. I couldn't have asked for better with this. And this gun was purchased at AJI Sporting Goods in Apache Junction, for those of you that want to know. So this is my platform for pistol.
And I actually like it, so that's sort of saying something.
Mrs. Scooter even likes it, so that's pretty good.
I approve of this gun.
Now, the next platform, of course, is shotgun. And I've kind of gone through an evolution on my shotgun stuff. I first started out with the Mossberg 930 SFX, which was an 7+1, and it was pretty good, but it had a problem running crap ammo. So if you go and buy your ammo at Walmart,
Was it like Winchester?
Brass, Winchester, Super, whatever, it wouldn't run that very well because of the fact that it's low brass. It doesn't have very much stock in it, right? Weight, etc. We figured that out. My sponsors gave me 3 or 4 different types of ammo for my shotgun, and I ran through all different boxes and stuff like that, and found out that heavy game load, I think it's Remington heavy game load works best. So I used both a pump, it's a Mossberg 590M, which is a magazine-fed pump shotgun. It's fun to shoot, but it's not very fast when you're trying to compete. So that's kind of like a backup. And so I had my Mossberg 930, which I used in a lot of stuff, including the Superstition Mountain Mystery 3 gun last March, until I bent the lifter, and then I had to switch to the pump. The last 3 gun last month, a couple of the shooters had what was called a Rock Island Armory VR80 shotgun. And it's an AR style platform for shotguns. So I had to have it. And so I contacted my sponsors at AJI Sporting Goods and said, hey, can you order me one of these? So they did. So I took my Mossberg 930 and all of its speed loading sticks and traded it in for this bad boy, which is the Rock Island Armory VR80 semi-automatic shotgun. It's a semi-auto, it's a piston drive. I put a red dot on it, of course. It uses a 5-round magazine, a 9-round magazine, or a 19-round magazine, which is what I'll be using tomorrow. And if you want to know just how that looks, this is the 19-round magazine. So it's going to hang out the bottom of the gun. But I've been using the 20-round magazine for the 590M. So this actually is probably going to be a lot lighter and a little bit easier to use, and it loads just like an AR-15. The bolt stays open at the end of the mag, so that when you switch it, you hit the button. It's got controls just like an AR-15, ambidextrous safety on right and left side, mag release just like an AR-15. Excuse me, AR-15. It's got flip-up mag sights, iron sights, but I also put a red dot on it because I'm blind, mostly. And I also took the stock, the stock and pistol grip that came with it off, and put an AR-15 mil-spec stock on the back, and then a regular pistol grip, which, you know, and also remember, remove before pew-pew. It's really important to inspect your guns before you compete. Make sure that you have good oil in there. Make sure all of your red dots work. That way you're not getting there and all of a sudden you have no battery power and your red dot goes phew. And, you know, I've had that happen and it kind of sucks. So I always inspect my guns the night before. I also preload my guns the night before, or my magazines the night before. I don't like loading at the match. I like preloading everything, so I'll preload my shotgun mags, I'll preload my Canik mags, which are 20-round magazines, by the way. And I've got 30-round Magpul magazines for my AR-15. But since we have some long range, I also have 50-round drum magazines for my AR-15.
That's badass.
This is from KCI, and it's a KX series. It's 50 rounds. I've used it in a few matches, and I've never had a problem with it except for once, and that was operator error. Comes with a dust cover. It actually works really, really well. So I'll load probably 2 of these, plus a few of the 30-round magazines, so that I can switch in the middle of the match if I run out. If I run out of this, I'm doing really bad. So, but I'll reload these so I can compensate for that. These are the 5-round magazines I've already loaded for the shotgun. I'm using heavy game load with high brass to make sure that I don't have any feed jams, because that does happen. Now, when it comes to my rifle, I have been using a Smith & Wesson M&P15 Sport 2. Now, the thing about this is that I've modified it quite a bit. It's not the stock model as you would see at the store. Okay, I put a muzzle brake on it to help with muzzle rise when I'm shooting. A 2-piece floating handguard. A friend of mine, John, sold this to me because he had it laying around the garage. It's got rails on it, of course, so when I need to, I can attach my bipod to the front, right here, because I'm going to need to do that in stage 4 tomorrow, because it is a long range shot from 3 different shooting positions. I have a red dot on a 45 for close up, and then I have my True Glow 1:6 by 24 millimeter scope, and this is calibrated for 223 55 grain, which is what I shoot. So it's calibrated at it's 0 to 100 yards. I've had confirmed hits with this firearm at 430 yards, which is really good for me because I'm blind as a bat. So also remember that remove before pew pew. Okay, this one is custom. It's got a VTLOR buttstock that I won on a drawing at one of the 3-gun matches. It's also got what I really love, which is a Luth AR chubby hand grip. They only make this grip for right-handed shooters, which is me. And I have this on this firearm. I've got one ordered for my VR80, which accepts AR-15. I've got this on my Freedom Ordnance FX9 PCC, and my wife has that on her AR-15 also. It's a very good hand grip. I recommend this a great deal. So this is my AR platform. So when you do 3-gun, you switch in the middle of the stages between these 3 firearms. Stage 1 tomorrow is specifically just shotgun. Stage 2 is, I believe, rifle pistol. Stage 3 is shotgun pistol. And stage 4 is AR only, and it's distance. I've gotten a lot better over the past 2 or 3 months with the distance shots, mostly because I've been, following and listening to some of my friends that I shoot with that have been giving me tips and stuff. So it's been a good deal. Now, when you're shooting, you want to have a good rig. This is my handgun rig. I've got a custom pistol grip. This is from Smoky Mountain Concealment. They make a custom holster for the Canik. It was the only place I could find it. It's for that. I've got, of course, so that I can carry 4 9mm magazines for my Canik and 2 AR-15 30-round magazines here. Now, one of the things that I'm going to have to do this match is I'm going to have to load this up, and I'm going to put it into a Camelback, which is right here, because it has an external pouch, so that I can just draw the magazine out. They have belt clips that you can get for extended magazines like this that I'm going to order, so that for the September 3-gun, this will actually have a belt clip as opposed to a over-the-pouch thing. You also have, when you go, most people take a shooter's bag. This is my shooter bag. It is, of course, got a lot of patches on it from all of my different things. I keep, of course, all of my magazines for my 9mm right here. Sash, that's enough. Okay.
She hears the car alarm. It's very threatening.
Okay. So I've got all my magazines for my 9mm here. Inside, the 9mm goes into a pouch, which is somewhere around here, which goes in here. I have my rangefinder so that I can get distances on long distance targets, knee and elbow pads for when I need to get down and dirty. My gloves, which I wear quite often, especially on my left hand, because if you've ever held a shotgun after you fired about 20-25 rounds through it, it gets a bit warm, so this is good. And then, of course, my earmuffs. I've got other things in here also. I've got some wrist braces, a wrist shotgun, so I can have 8 rounds on there. In case of training, so I can wipe this off. Apparently, dog barking is not part of that. That's okay. Hey,
Guys,
come on, guys. Sock, that's enough. I know we're excited about 3-gun tomorrow, but let's calm down. I also carry extra spare AR-15 inch 12-gauge shotgun pouches for my belt in case I need it. Sasha likes to market pretty much everything. Hey, settle.
Hey, enough.
Hey. Dogs. Okay, anyway. And then I keep earplugs and stuff in here. I've got a wind anemometer, so if it's really windy outside, I can actually see what the airspeed is, the wind speed, and another wrist brace thing, and a cleaning cloth for my scopes. So that's pretty much what I usually take on a stick for a pretty good match. I like to preload, so I'm going to probably be preloading all of my stuff here shortly. You don't want to sit here and watch that, because it's kind of boring. But this is kind of how I prepare. I preload all my magazines, I make sure all my guns are in good condition, make sure there's no problems with them, make sure that they have the proper type of, if they need to be oiled, anything like that.
Oh dear.
She probably hears a cat or something. So I check to make sure they're oiled, make sure there's no obstructions in the barrels, make sure they're all in good condition before I get them away for tomorrow. And that way I am prepared for competition. Whether I do a good job in the competition or not, I'll figure that out tomorrow when I'm shooting. But yeah, this is where I'm at. This is what most gunners probably do the night before a match. Big shout out to my sponsors, AGI Sporting Goods. They've been very supportive. All of the firearms and magazines and stuff that you see here were all purchased at AGI Sporting Goods. They are my sponsors. They help me out. They give me guidance when I need it. They give me information about firearms when I need it. And if I need something special, I can ask them and they'll special order it without a problem. So from Scooters Brass, thanks for listening in. And hope to see you at the range.